Hello. I welcome Bezwada Wilson, sir, and he would be addressing today's session. And we are very grateful that you're here, sir. And we are honored to take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Bezwada Wilson. Let me introduce myself. I am currently pursuing electrical engineering from IIT BHU. And Wilson, sir, let me give a brief intro of Wilson, sir. He is he is an Indian human rights activist and also one of the founder and national convener of Safai Karamchari Andolan. His work at SKA, a community-driven movement, has been recognized by the Ashoka Foundation, which has nominated him a senior fellow. So, and he has also been honored with the Ramon Magsaysay Award for his work. He is widely known for his huge efforts and work on ending manual scavenging. So let us start today's questionnaire, where he would be addressing and giving his views and concerns about our queries. My first question is, sir, tell us about your journey from childhood. How did you come to know about your parents' occupation and what was your first reaction? How did you come across the harsh reality of manual scavenging in KGF?
See, good evening, and it is happy to be there. And we're all connected, and I had some difficulty in connecting. Sorry for the few minutes delay. And that is there is nothing is required to know about your or the what you belongs. It tells you indirectly, directly from the childhood in India in our system.
Yeah,
Our system is as such, which makes you to understand. And there is no any institution you will see that, and that is going to teach you about the caste and caste related discrimination. It happens automatically, and you will be knowing about the caste and all other things. It is also you will not even aware that how you got the information like that is in a kind of invisible institution. The institution will make you to understand about your vulnerability, about your place of the status in the society. You can't raise and you can't think that something beyond that. So it fixes you very clear.
sorry to interrupt, sir. You can continue.
Yeah, yeah. No, you can. That is what I want to say about the. So there is no point that somebody has to come and tell us about our identity or anything in Indian
Yeah.
society. That you will be understanding automatically. When you grow, how you learn, how to eat, how to walk. Likewise, the things around us about our identity also, it makes you to understand that what you are.
Yeah. We
That's the
start
reason.
identifying people by their appearance and culture. These things.
Yes. And another thing is that's the reason people won't get the surprise about their own identity, about their own status and all. It very gradually it starts and it will inject within you, even without your intervention or you want to learn anything. No. Without your awareness, it will enter into your life. That is a beauty of the caste.
Yes, sir. So we wanted to know about how you started and how did you come to know about your parents' occupation?
See, the thing is, when we grow, we will see that every day morning and every day evening when they are coming back from the home, from the office to their workplace to the home, they come with the brooms, they come with the baskets, they come with all those. Those things will automatically make you to understand. And in a childhood, we do play with the broom, we do play with the different kind of a broom. That is not like the broom which we uses in the house, that outside we have the different brooms. So that brooms and the baskets, all these things are the like a play instruments, toys for the children. From there that actually it comes to your mind that and you will never feel bad or you will never feel a surprise. Then slowly the community, the people coming, going, and sometimes we do go along with them to where they are going, and they avoid, and then you come back again one day, you attempt and you go. Likewise, it injects automatically.
So how did you, what was your reaction and how did you handle this?
The thing is, it is not as a surprise, but it is harsh reality. So when a harsh reality is coming to our in front of us, and we have to address that. So when we want to address, then we feel that it is a very difficult to accept that identities, accept that kind of problems. So there will be struggle slowly, but for me the problem is I don't want to accept. That is a big struggle. If you accept, you will become a part of the system, and the system also makes you to more comfortably accept the slavery. But with me, the problem is somewhere or other, I don't know. From my childhood, I am unable to accept a second grade of the citizenry or a kind of a looking down by everybody. That I can't accept. I feel that the Indian Constitution says we are all equal. So I want to be just equal. If somebody want to put me or they want to understand me as some kind of in a differently, which I never accepted. That's actually the big struggle in my life that I keep on continuing even now. So I can't accept because that is your ideas. You may be thinking that I am untouchable. That's your problem. But I don't feel that. I don't want to feel. Although many majority want to make me into that kind of a position, but I don't want to position myself into such a difficult situation. I want to just enjoy as you are all enjoying. That is the way I grown up. So it is in a very struggle and it is in a very painful. So because it is like a swimming in the off spring line, it is not easy go or anything. So every moment you have to develop, and there is an a words or there are the certain things which make people uncomfort. Like somebody will say that all these people are quota, so you feel bad about that, and somebody will say all these freebies, or somebody will say that they bangi hai, somebody will say that they are untouchables, somebody will say that they are unnecessary coming to the colleges and university schools, they don't require any kind of education. Sometimes somebody will say that why you are coming unnecessary. So all these things pains you a lot, but to answer all such things we have not developed anything. If somebody says that why you want a reservation, there is no very strong argument to counter that. Although there is a valid reason, but you cannot have a conversation, dialogue in very amicable manner because there is no language developed. The language developed particularly certain communities, that is particularly the scheduled caste or the Dalits, to look down or something, and all our attitude, behavior, language, ideas, understanding, everything makes. But for the untouchable or the Dalits, how they have to come out or the counter, there is a very limited way. You have the vocabulary, you have limited way of the any thesis or the arguments are available. Like same way that patriarchy also. So that makes the people, everybody, and everybody make the women look down. But the men ask women, where you got the discrimination? Can you show? Can you prove? It is a very difficult because it is in a thousands of the years the society made a certain section of the people like this, and for that they developed many things. There are the stories, there are the proverbs, there are the very short stories, there are some statements, and there are the jokes, there are the many things. But to come out and state very clearly, no, this can't be done further. There is a very small way only. There is no much. We have not developed. That is what is then a commonly we everybody must understand. If there are somebody is feeling some very difficult to be there in on par with everybody, that is not the problem of the person who is facing that problem. That is a problem of a collective way of the whole society must feel that how we can make somebody is uncomfort. That kind of a sensibility we have to develop. Unfortunately, in the society that we have not developed yet. We have developed and we had just a way of blaming others as if that they have taken your own personal property like. And somebody was staying in the Delhi in the bus. When the women got the travel, they no need to buy the ticket and they can travel in the government buses in the Delhi. But the conductor and driver, and including many people, everybody always gives a direction, or they will say that all the free ticket wala aage aa jao, free ticket wala wo side chale jao, free ticket. Why they want to say that? Because they want to make a mockery out of the actually the whatever privilege women are getting. The women are getting the privilege not because you are with your benevolent heart you are giving. Actually, that is a nonsense. The mockery and the kind of the male chauvinism which never allowed the women to be comfortable in the bus. So for to actually to address that and bring the women on par with the everybody, there is a government is bringing some kind of a schemes. So they no need to buy the ticket, they can travel. Okay. That is not as a bowl. That is not as a dole. You don't think that is in a free. That is their rightful need, which the government supposed to do very long back, which they have done introduced very late. For that, actually, the all elected governments, they must apologize the women, stating very clearly, we have not made any safe environment for you. We are very sorry in a small way. That the government is not saying. Government is also saying that we have given, we are giving this. We are giving a ration card. We are giving the pension. We are giving the free tickets for the women. Who are you to give? There is nothing like it. There is somebody is giving, somebody is receiving. In the democratic society, it is an equitable distribution of the whatever the resources we have. If some communities, some section of the people are denied such rights, such people must be provided and par with the others to grow. There is something of a privileges. That is in the name of the entitlements. There are the rights, there are the entitlements. The government has a responsibility to make such entitlements to see that everybody can come as an equal. That is what the constitution says. So you don't feel that the chief ministers or the prime ministers should not feel that they are giving something. That is then their duty to do that, because the constitution says that we are all equal. If there is no equality, so that is actually breaching the spirit of the constitution. So the rectifying the breach of the constitution values and the spirit, we may have some kind of entitlements. That is the way the citizens must also understand. But the citizens has completely gone lost, like they think that a freebie, subsidy, all this. So that is we have to understand very carefully. That sensibility we have to develop within the students, within the society, everywhere.
Yes, sir. Your courage and strength is oblivious. So I would like to move on to the next question. Like after knowing about all misconduct or realities, how did the first campaign start against manual scavenging, and whether you succeeded or not?
See, success, I can't say that we got success and we have so many marks and I got the first rank, second rank. In the moment, there is a every single effort which stops any injustice. That itself is the victory. You can't win the game. It is in a battleground. So when there is a mob, there is a very majority, and then there is a whole lot of the people. They made a section of the people as a scavengers and asking them to clean the shit. Somebody from the community coming out stating very clearly, no, I can't do this. Resisting that is itself is then a victory. There is no such victories we can write. Stating very clear, I am not born to clean your shit. I'm sorry. You are unnecessary, you are making, and unnecessary, you are thinking that you have a right to make other human being or citizen to clean your shit. That's your problem. You must undergo with the treatment for that. It is a psychological problem. You are unnecessary throwing all your problems on me. If some women is coming to the street and stating that, that itself is the victory. Likewise, when we started the group of the youngsters, some students who dropped their studies and who are just waiting for the write the another some supplementary examinations, like those youngsters sat and started thinking about this, talking this with the families, talking with the neighbors, talking with the relatives, like small groups or the community. But the community will say openly that don't talk about this. What nonsense you are talking? We are some more morning going, cleaning, coming back. Why you want to bring this to the mainstream and make all of us to brand like we are only the bungis or the scavengers? Why? Let us go clean in the early morning, come back without making a move. That is what everybody is make all of us to believe. But we know that very clearly, except us, everybody knows that who are cleaning. And there is no another new branding or anything. Already branded the society, all of us, as a very particular name. The only thing is, how do we take out our brand and state very clearly, this is the brand you have given, but you have to rectify yourself. I don't want to keep it this brand. So that is what is the biggest challenge we faced in the beginning. So how do we do that? The people will not agree. People will not come. Then we started thinking bit deeply about the whole problem. It is not, the people think that the manual scavenging means a dry latrine. So just destroy the dry latrine or burn the basket or throw the broom. This problem is khatam. It is over. That is what we think. But it is beyond that. Scavenging is beyond the bucket, broom, and the toilet. Actually the scavenging problem is deep rooted in the minds of the people. How do we cleanse that? That is actually the challenge. That is not deep into the roots with the minds of only the civil society or the citizens. It is also with the manual scavenging community. So how do the community first? The community sensitizations, communities awareness, and communities actually motivation to come out. So that is a big challenge. There actually we got the spirit of the Baba Sahib B.R. Ambedkar. Through the spirit of the Baba Sahib Ambedkar only, we can come out of that, because he has stated very clearly the scavengers are doing this kind of a job or this kind of a pesha or this kind of a practice, not because they are happy to do that, or they are getting good wages, so they are doing, or they are illiterate, so they are doing, or they are the poor, they are doing. No, not at all. It is because they born into the particular caste. The caste has a responsibility of doing a certain jobs in the society from the many centuries. So you become a scavenger. So then only we realize that this is not my problem, and I have not chosen that I want to become like this, and I have never felt that where I have to burn is not in my hand. So when it happens, it is people are demanding. So that's a society problem. So which means what we understood, you made me a scavenger. That's not my problem. So the problem is with you. So you have to actually feel shame about that. Why should I feel shame? You made me a scavenger. I have not chosen that. Once we started making this as a big slogan or narration to the community started coming together, because it is in a truth. As Baba Sahib Ambedkar said very rightly, very long back, when justice is in our side. So how can we lose the war? How can you lose the struggle? Definitely you are going to win the struggle. With that spirit, we started gathering. Few women came. Then people said that that is possible in South India. Then we moved to the Maharashtra. There also the good people in large number. Then people said this, Maharashtra is the Dalit, very Panthers and many, and Ambedkar's state. So it is and all those things. Then we moved to the Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan. And in Punjab and Rajasthan, or particularly in Haryana, the thousands of the women started coming out. Then people, there is a prata, so sab log actually they put they cover their face and all, gungut wo sare. So they, without that also they started coming out. So which made the people to think about very traditional way of what are the problems to come out. So that has given us a hope that there is a possibility the women definitely win their game or their battle.
It's very shocking to hear all this while being in the same spirit. Let me quickly ask another question. Like expressing serious concern over people during dying during manual scavenging and sewage cleaning in India. What is the current situation of manual scavenging in cities of our country?